Okay, in jQuery we discussed about Ajax calls. Like jQuery Ajax calls, here we can use jQuery Ajax calls using HTTP service. Okay, using this HTTP dot get method, we can done Ajax calls in AngularJS. Okay, the HTTP service is a core Angular service that facilitates communication with the remote HTTP servers via the browser's XML HTTP request. Okay, this HTTP service is getting data from database in JSON format. Okay, HTTP is an AngularJS service for reading data from remote servers. Okay, this is a simple concept but it is very useful. Suppose if you want to read the data from any API, you have to use http.get method to read the data from that API. Okay, in controller, already you have created here controller. In this controller, just use http.get predefined service. In this predefined service HTTP we are using here. If you are using any services in controller, you have to define that service in controller function also. So must and should you have to define uh, using services here. Otherwise, these services will not work. So first of all, you have to define what services we are using here in this controller. You have to use here, define here. And next step in controller, you have to write like this. Okay, http.get method in bracket. Here you are using already predefined service here. This is the public service. Okay, in get method here given service and dot success. If http.get method successfully read the data from the service, uh, next step, cursor goes to this function. Okay, otherwise cursor will come out. Okay, if successfully get the data from this API, cursor enter into this step. Okay, enter into this function, and here scope dot my states. This is the scope variable here. Okay, in this table, here applying the scope variable data. Okay, response dot result. Okay, from this service getting data into service response object. Okay, here response object. Using this response object, uh, here there is some steps is there. Here you can see service here. Okay, response is there, response object. Okay, this is predefined some response variable. Okay, after that response variable, here rest response is here. This rest response is from here. Okay, in this API. Okay, there is a steps is there. First step, opening flower bracket, and next step, uh, taken some rest response level. Okay, in this rest response level we have another data. Okay, rest response dot result. Rest response dot result. In this result we have information is there. Here displaying only uh, Pradesh state names. Okay, here Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, okay, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh. Text. Another link also is there. Only this one. Already home template and profile template is there in app.js. Okay, these normal examples we have done, and just show and hide. Okay, in home controller. So we will do this example in profile controller. Okay, in profile we have to create design the form to display the number of employees and number of states information from that API. Table, here you will take one header, states, state information, table header, in this header tr td, and next table body. Okay, we are designing table, okay, for displaying data in view. Here, okay, state name and capital and country. Okay, these three columns, if you I want to display these three columns: country, name and capital. Okay, here take country, column name, and next column, in first column we'll take state name, state, country and capital. Okay, in another column capital. Here in this table header displaying only column names. In this table body we have to display data. So here you have to take ng repeat directive, state in states list. States list is the scope variable. Okay, we will assign data to this variable. Okay, same like uh, in profile controller. First of all, you have to take uh, HTTP service here, and next HTTP dot get method. This get method, copy this and paste here. Okay, in real time also you have to do like this only. In real time also they will give the some API to read the data. Okay, use this HTTP get method to read the data from that API. Okay, dot success function. Okay, response. Okay, in this we will apply scope variable dot states list equal to response dot response dot result. Response dot result. So if any error is there, it will show alert box. Okay, some error is there. So when you open the profile form, it will display the all state information. Okay, in profile form. So here we will mention column names here. State dot same like you have to give here. Okay, these are the column names, country and country. Same, you have to give same name and td, another column. So here what is the column names here mentioned here, so follow that column names here. In second column you are mentioned here country and state. Okay, state, for state name is there. column name. State dot name, and next state capital, state dot capital. So here display the state information. So this http.get also execute only localhost. Okay, directly it will not execute. If you run this form directly, this will not get the output. Okay, you only run from localhost. All Ajax calls in jQuery or AngularJS, both are will work from localhost only. So here this is the home page. When you click on profile, okay, all state information is displayed here. Okay, state name and capital. Okay, country and capital. Okay, number of so like this in real time also you have to do. For this you can mention pagination, okay, and searching and order by filters. Suppose if you want to give the search option to this list of states information, table uh, search in another column, take one input control and type equal to text, and here ng model we have to define model equal to search country or search states. Okay, and next next here we have to apply filter pipe character and filter colon, take this model variable here. Okay, scope variable here, so that we can search the number of states. If you want to search Goa, okay, you can type here and it will filter. Okay, Assam, okay, like this, and Gujarat, okay, and Punjab. So like this we can apply the search filter, and order by also we can apply order by colon uh, order by like name. Okay, name is the state name. So order by also completed. So here we applied order by filter and search filter. So like this we can implement Ajax calls. Okay, HTTP get method is a very important, very useful concept. So if any error is there in to get the data from this API, cursor will come to this error block and will display here error message. And next concept is interval. So this is a time interval service. Okay, we can implement using this interval service. Interval service, we can do the timer concepts. The AngularJS interval function execute a function periodically. Okay, using in periodically we can execute the concepts. Okay, functions. Interval function will keep executing the function until it is cancelled. Okay, when you cancel the that process, it will complete the process. Otherwise, continuously execute. Okay, using this interval. So here in this example, start timer and stop timer buttons is there. When you click on this start timer button, the timer is started. Timer is start and is executing. Okay, when you stop the timer is the function is stopped. So here define timer variable, scope dot timer variable, and scope dot start timer is the function. When you click on this button, this function is executed. This function is called, and remaining process is scope dot message is message will display here timer started, and next scope dot timer equal to interval. Okay, this interval service will create the time interval. Okay, in this interval function taken time variable and filter service. Using this filter service also we can display the date formats. Okay, filter service date format, here displaying only date, okay, with the seconds. When you click on the button, it will display present time with the seconds. Okay, time is displaying. When you click on stop button, the timer is stopped here. Okay, if you run this form, when you click on start timer, okay, timer is started. So okay, displaying time, okay, 7:40, 10 seconds, 12 seconds, 13. So like that it will display. timer, and when you click on stop timer, the timer is stopped here. Okay, again. Okay, timer is uh, given 1 second. Okay, 1000 milliseconds. For 1000 milliseconds here, 1 second is. So in this format, hours, minutes, and seconds displaying date format. In this stop timer, Angular dot is defined. Okay, scope dot timer. The scope dot timer variable is defined. It will cancel interval dot cancel. Okay, interval is cancelled in this if condition. If this is scope dot timer is inactive, okay, using this interval it will cancel. And next to scope dot location service. The location service perhaps the URL in browser address bar and makes the URL available to your application. So if you want to redirect from one page to another page, here we can use location service also. Okay, location dot path we have to use to redirect from one page to another page. Okay, using this location already we have done routing concepts here. Okay, with routing concepts we can use this location service to redirect from one page to another page. For this we have to use location.path. Location.path, here we have to give URL. Okay, routing URL. So here home is there. In like this we can give here. So in this example, take one login login template. Okay, login.html. Okay, login. Tr username, and take one input equal to text and the model equal to and username. In second row we will take same like this for password. Okay, password. And next row we will take for button button, and here we don't need EngV model. EngV click we need login function here. When you click on this login button, it will redirect to home page. For this login controller, profile controller is there, and next login controller and function scope, comma, we need here location also. Okay, location service. After login we need to redirect from to home page. Okay, take location service. In this controller we need to write for login code. Scope dot login function and function here. If condition, we will use scope dot username equal to double equal to here, and here taken on username and password manually. In future concepts we will use here JSON file. Scope dot password equal to 1234. If this condition is successful, it will redirect to location dot path. Location dot path is home page. Okay, you have to give this path. Okay, login here. Okay, first time it will display login form. Value is login. Okay, here login button. Here I am giving values username and password. admin and 1234. Okay, when you click on login button, it will redirect to home page. Okay, here you can see in app.js file, when you click on login function, login button, here it will cursor is come to here and checking here. Okay, if scope dot username is admin, okay, and password is 1234. If both are success, okay, it will redirect to location dot path is home page. Okay, to here it will redirect. And here we can display error message also if any error is there in login. Alert, login failed. I am giving another values here. Okay, these values are not matching into these values, so it will display login failed message. Here uh, password mode for text box, admin 123 and 4. Okay, and next profile and home we can display like this. So this is also very useful, location dot path. And if in some conditions it will not redirect to, okay, it will not refresh the home page. Okay, and the home, okay, login form is only displaying here. Okay, this form is not refreshed sometimes, so that time we have to use window dot uh, location dot reload method. Okay, this reload method, it will reload the total page and display your location dot path form. Okay, form path. Sometimes only login form is not refreshed sometimes. So sometimes means like if you are using, okay, if you are using uh, login in pop-ups, okay, in pop-up window, if you are using login in pop-up window, and that times sometimes okay, home page is not refreshed. Okay, only login form is displaying, so that time you can use this reload function to reload the home page after login to load the home page. Okay, these are the two important concepts today. Okay, HTTP get and location path.